Cool. All right. I'm gonna be putting commands in the chat for you guys to run. There's gonna be a couple. You don't have to know what any of them actually mean. I'll explain them as I go, but you'll see. So right now I'm not in any directory. I'm just in the main directory of the lab server. So the first command is just paste these into the lab server. And that just we're going to download Anaconda so we can make a virtual environment on the lab server. So that would just download it. And then let me see if it, make sure this works.
Okay. See, I was looking for like this command the other day, but just could not find it.
Yeah, this is how you download it. And then this next one I'm gonna put in chat, that changes the it like changes like the prior, like basically like allows it to run. It like changes the +X means it like changes it so that anyone can run it, not just like an admin. And
Gotcha.
then this is just the command to install it. And then you have to hit enter, and you have to like hit enter a bunch of times to get to like, this is like the terms of service or whatever. You can just hold enter. And then you just enter yes. And then for this is like where you want to install it, just hit enter here. You don't have to change the location. And this shouldn't take too long to install, only maybe a couple minutes or so. Might be even faster.
So do you wish the installer to initialize miniconda 3 by running conda init?
Yes. Oh, there you go. That was actually really fast. Cool. That was even faster than I thought it was going to be. All right. So now you have to exit out of the lab server and log back in. So that's what. So just like close out of the terminal you have open, and then log back into the lab server. So if you did everything right, you should see by like before your username, see this thing that says base. Do you guys see that?
Yep.
Cool. Tanner and David, you guys got that too?
Not really. I'll probably just have to rewatch this video, honestly. I'm still connecting to the VPN and stuff.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, we can wait. I mean, it only takes like a couple. We can wait for you to connect to the VPN, and then.
Yeah, it's not that.
Can you say that again?
What's up, Tanner?
What did you say?
Oh, I was saying, are you following along?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm right where you are.
Perfect. Yeah, David, if you want, like we can just wait for you to get like catch up to us real quick. It shouldn't take that long. Or do you just want to keep going? It's up to you, really.
I kind of missed what happened, honestly, as I was getting logged in.
Yeah, you can just you see the commands that I have in chat right now. You can starting from the first one that I sent, you can just paste those into the terminal, and then just say yes when it says yes, and then click enter when it says click enter. Is that working for you, David?
How do I sign into the lab server?
Yeah, so it's gonna be something like,
I can type in the command in chat. So like
yeah, it's like,
so it's SSH pop print at
yeah, I just put it in there. That's how I log into it. You'd, instead of having the GJGPB9, you'd use y'all yo guys paw prints.
Yo, while David's catching up, I'm gonna like runs to the restroom at Laffy real quick because I like cannot breathe. I gotta blow my nose. I'll be right back.
All right, you're good.
Yeah.
And then the password, David, is just your like university password. Does that work for you?
I'm getting there. Yes.
All right, cool. Cool. So yeah, now you can just starting with the first thing I sent, the wget, you can just paste that into the terminal, and then you can change the permission on it with the chmod stuff. Just copy that and then copy the bash thing as well. And that will start the install. You can hold enter when it like once you run the bash thing. You have to hold enter a bunch to like read the terms of service, and at the end just say yes and hit enter and stuff like that. You'll see it. Just let me know when you get there.
All right, I'm back.
Sweet.
Oh, it says mini conda latest Linux. No such file or directory.
Right now. Here. Go ahead and share your screen.
It says host disabled.
Oh, sorry. All right, now you should be able to. Type ls and enter. Mini conda 3. Wait. No, so okay. That's fine. I don't think you have to change. You might not have to change the permission on it anyway. Go ahead and try that the third command, the bash. Just copy and paste it in. Yeah.
How do you paste in the command prompt? For some reason, it doesn't work for me to just do Control V.
Right
And
click.
left. You can right click probably.
Right clicking doesn't pop up either.
I've seen it. You can try and do middle click, and then sometimes it would say like, what do you want to do with this middle click? And you can say paste. I don't know if that. Okay, it doesn't, it's really easy. Just type instead, just type bash and then space and then just capital M and then like I and hit tab. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
And hit enter. And then
This-
hold enter.
Okay.
And then eventually you see, yeah, you can stop. And now just say yes and hit enter. And then hit enter. Yeah, this is just installing Anaconda. I walked you guys through this when you all got started in the lab, if you remember. But this is just a slightly different way of doing it because we're doing it on the lab server, and we don't need to install as much stuff as you do there. Type yes. And there we go. And now exit out of this command prompt and then log back into the server. And then you're caught up with all of us. So the next thing you're going to do is this command. It creates a conda environment where it says ENVNAME in big caps. You can make that whatever you want. This is the environment that you're going to use when you're running, like the L5 and detailed cells and stuff like that. So you can call it like L5 or something, or you can just call it like Neuro, you can call it whatever you want. Call mine Neuro. And Python, and then Python 3.6 is important. And then this won't take very long also. And then you see here it says to activate this environment, use conda activate neuro is what I called it. So I can do conda. Oops, I can spell. And now it changes from my base environment to my narrow environment. And that's important because the base environment is not Python 3.6, and this model, the L5 model, only runs using Python 3.6. You guys all following with that?
Yeah, I did.
Cool. So this is where all that is like pretty basic Anaconda stuff you could find online. This is where things are gonna get a bit more complicated. We're gonna have to install a specific version of Neuron, and we're gonna use some fancy commands. So the first thing we're gonna do is just download it. So that's what that wget command there does. It just downloads Neuron. That should take like no time at all. And then we have to unzip it because it downloads it as a this .tar.gz file. So we're gonna go ahead and use this command here to do that. And now you can see we have this folder called nrn-7.7. And we're going to change that name. Instead of being nrn-7.7, we're going to change it to be nrn. So that's what this command does. mv, it's like move, but it's like moving neuron 7.7 to be neuron, just neuron, like nrn. That's what nrn stands for, is like neuron, I think. So that's what that command does. It just renames the directory. So now it's called nrn. And then we're going to, I'll paste in here for completion's sake, but now you just cd into that folder. Are you guys still good? Because now this is where weird stuff's gonna happen.
CD into neuron. Okay, I think I'm good.
Cool. Ken, are you good?
I just need a minute.
All right, you're good.
So should my environment name be neuro?
Yeah.
Okay, for some reason.
Does it still say base?
Or
is it whatever you, it's to me whatever you name the environment. So I don't know if you picked a different name for it or not.
Whenever I was picking a name, was that when I did conda activate?
When you pick the name for it at the conda create, where the command that's conda create -- and then in all caps I put env name. That whatever that env name is, that's what the name of your environment is going to be. And then you can then activate that environment with doing conda activate and then whatever you name that environment.
Okay, I'm good then, actually.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it doesn't have, I just called mine narrow. You can call it whatever the heck you want, as long as it doesn't say base there, because that's the base would be in the wrong environment. Ken, are you good?
So after we create the environment, we paste the wget.
Yeah, after you I don't think I didn't put the command in there, but you should activate that conda environment.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, then yeah, paste that wget. That's downloading neuron 7.7, and then it's gonna download super quick, and then you use that thing that starts with tar that unzips everything, and then we're just changing the name with the nv command to just be nrn, and then we cd into that folder. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Sweet. All right. So you don't have to understand at all what's about to flash on your screen. Actually, this one doesn't. Actually, before we do that, I'm gonna show you guys something. On most like server cluster thingies, like like the lab server and other supercomputers, these things called modules. This command just lets you see what modules we have available, and basically like allows us not to have to install a bunch of stuff. We can like use what someone else already installed. So this mpi-open mpi-x, this is what we need to load, to load the module up. So we do module load mpi-open mpi- just like that. And I can also use, I paste everything else in the chat. So that's the command. And it just loads that module called OpenMPI, which is what Neuron's going to need. So then after that, we run this command. This won't take very long. And then after that, you're going to put this command in, and a bunch of crap is going to flash on the screen, and you don't have to know at all what it is saying, but as long as it works. Is that all working for you guys?
Yeah.
Cool. And then after that gets done, you then are going to do this command. And once again, a bunch of crap is going to flash on the screen. This is the part where after I realized I had to do this, I was like, man, I feel bad telling them this was possible. This was possible for you guys to figure out on your own, because this is not fun to figure out on your own, obviously.
I knew that we had to install mini conda. Like I was getting some mini conda links, but I didn't get this wget one.
Yeah, and then you have to install, doing this Neuron install very specific is it's kind
Slightly
of
hard to find.
Yeah, it's very specific. Some of these the configure stuff is stuff that we found are the proper settings to use for how we use Neuron.
Let's see.
How did all, are you guys so fine with all that?
I just did make J install and it's loading.
Okay, perfect. Ken and David, are you guys right around here?
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. David, you good?
I'm still trying to do the configure.
Gotcha. Oh, because you guys can't paste things in for whatever reason, can you? That would definitely.
Yeah. Oh, I got a expected and absolute directory name for prefix pwd, so
I
might have mistyped something.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. The only thing I could think of would be you might have just mistyped something. All these commands should definitely work because we're all looking at the lab server is the same for everyone else. G to torque, David.
No, it says I should use build, host, and target.
Here, I'll share your screen. Let's see what Okay, so. Yeah, let's see if configure dash dash prefix here dash dash without X. That all looks fine. Yeah, you did that. I mean, I think you typed all of this right. I don't know if any of you guys see something that he didn't type right. Cause it all worked for you guys, didn't it? Atul and Tanner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my advice would be try typing it again. I don't see anything that's wrong with this.
There's
There definitely needs to be the dot there.
okay. I don't know if that's just a configure.
Hmm. So are those, are I don't think the things above where, the things like above where it says PWP, what are those, what did you put in there? Did you put, is that a single quote or what is that?
Yeah, yeah. What was that? Is that supposed to be something else?
I don't, I'm thinking maybe. Did you guys do single quotes or did you use? Because
Oh wait, maybe it's this.
yeah, because the quote is facing the other. It's supposed to be facing like the other. There's like I don't know what the key is even called. Like I don't even know what like the
Tilde.
yeah, like the tilde looking thing is supposed to be in there.
It's above the tab. Try that one.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
My bad.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh shit! What is this one now? Okay, without X, is it also needs to be some? I'm not sure what the without it. What's wrong with the without X? Oh, you have a space there.
Right.
So it's that the no space, like you have, yeah, you see it. Oh,
Should I have like none of these spaces?
No, just the
it's just
without.
it's just the without one is the one that's the problem.
Right before the without. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Bro, why does it keep adjusting? Okay.
And because now, yeah, because you accidentally put a space there in the with. So yeah, delete right there, delete that, and then it needs to be there should be yeah. Wait, I think you might need a. You might need I think you need this. Like you need those spaces. Those spaces are fine.
I think.
I think. Actually, yeah,
After
'cause
the width,
you can
one
have
dash.
spaces between the dashes. So like where it says with, so you see what you have that X, like without dash X,
Yeah.
put a space there. No, yeah, right where your cursor is. Put it there. And do you have a space between the tilde and the dash with like the PWP?
After you mean like
Uh,
like there?
Yeah.
I think that's good now. Now hit enter.
I think he might need the I guess that works.
I thought that was fine, but
Okay.
Gotcha.
yeah, that's the, oh shit. Oh wait, okay, I thought it stopped. Alright.
Yeah, for a second I thought you needed the space after, or no space after the with.
Yeah, this stuff it's not, as you can see, it's very specific with how it likes everything. But oh no, maybe he was right.
Yeah, I think after that with, it needs to be with dash neuron, no space.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, right there. He's right. Yeah, okay.
I can't believe it went that far though.
Yeah, because it does all these things like sequentially. Like first it makes the prefix and without X, and it does that, and then
Yeah,
yeah. I don't super know what like half. I mean, not even half. I don't know what 99% of the stuff it's saying right here is. And I have no idea how someone knows what it does, but someone out there does. All right, I'm gonna take the screen from you. Yeah, and now do the make dash J install. There should be no more hard commands to type, which is a good thing. So David, that make J installed work, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now we'll do cd ... and we're gonna get out of that NRN folder. We should be back in like the main folder of like the lab server or whatever. And let me see, okay, I do. Now, oh, actually, I kind of lied. You're gonna have to paste these in. Oops. So now, just to test that everything worked. Each of these, so here, let me ignore what I just put in chat. Let me do these like, that's a command. That's a command. Like, I'm just making sure you guys know where they start and end. That's a command. And that's a command. That's kind of confusing, sorry. But what all, and I can just paste these in, but what all that does is it like tells Python where your neuron is and stuff like that. So now when I type NRN IV, like neuron works. If you notice, I typed it before and it gave a segfault, but so now it actually works. So yeah, just you don't like, I guess you don't really have to put these in right now, because I think if you exit out, these might get reset. I'm not sure. And I guess you just put them in anyway. Just put all these in, all these exports. I'll you guys decide to do that.
yeah.
And then after that, all the hard stuff is for sure over.
I'm good. I was able to copy paste those for some reason.
Oh, weird. I'll tell you a score.
I have to leave for a doctor's appointment. Will I have to like redo this?
No, you got the neuron installed, which is the hardest part. You can watch the rest of this video. Everything else will be a lot easier. So
Okay,
you'll be
cool.
good. Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. But did you, Atul and David, did you guys get those export things done?
Yeah.
All right, and if you type NRN IV, does it like something come up that doesn't break? Like it
Yep.
actually works? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Perfect. That's when you know it's installed right. And then you can just do the, like I did here, quit, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, and that were quit neuron. All right. So that is the hard part done, like the most confusing part, I think. So now I'll put another thing in chat.
So actually, why did we have to quit there?
Because we don't need neuron up right now. We're gonna install some more stuff.
Okay.
So this is this is BNTK, but it's a different version of BNTK that Ben and Aiden, those Aiden's another student in the lab who worked with Ben on this L5 model. They have like developed their own version of BMTK that this model works with, and no other version actually works with. So we're going to install that, but you just clone the repo, and then you do cd bmtk, and then oh, I mean, that's not that one. And then you do Python, you do Python setup.py install. Oh, sorry. I did things out of order. It doesn't matter that we did that though. So we want to do pip install bmtk first. Sorry, that was kind of confusing. I forgot about the ordering. So now that we did that, basically what I'm doing here is we want to install all the packages that BMTK needs. So that's what the pip install BMTK does. But then we actually don't want the version of BMTK that like pip install gives us, because we want Ben's special one. So now we're going to do pip uninstall BMTK. So this will only uninstall BMTK. And then we can do that Python setup.py install.
So wait, we pip installed BMTK, and then we should do what?
We should do so pip install BMTK,
Yeah.
and then after that's done, do pip uninstall BMTK. So when you do pip install BMTK,
Yeah.
that installs all of the packages BMTK needs. But then we actually don't want, like, we want all those packages except BMTK because we're using our own custom one.
I see.
Yeah, it's just like an easier way of getting all those packages that are the right version, you know, than
Yeah.
having to specify every version.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
And then we do, okay.
And then after you uninstall that version, the uninstalled BMTK, then you do Python setup.py install.
Gotcha.
David, are you following? I know that was a little confusing. So
Yeah, I'm following.
okay, cool.
I'm still doing this last one. Python. Oh, I spelled it.
Python setup.py space install. And then we can do cd ... to then leave that and to test. Yeah, and then to test that everything is working, we can just type Python in, and then we can do import bmtk and do import neuron. And if both those work, then we're good. And then we can also do print bmtk dot version like that. And this is the version that the Ben's is like Ben's is 0.0.8. So if we see that, then we got the right one installed. Okay, and now the last thing we have to install is MPI for Pi, just a package. That command will install it. Wow, it took no time. I think your guys would take longer. I installed all this previously, so I think I have it cached. So that's why mine was a lot faster than yours will be probably. But you guys got all that?
Yeah, mine's installing right now.
Yeah, it would take yours would be a bit longer.
I was just wondering, so like, yeah, I asked earlier why we had to do quit as well for BMTK. So you typed BMTK, and like, for example, here we typed in Python, right?
Yeah.
So when we typed in Python, what actually happened?
This is like, so if I do like actual Python, this is like the Python command prompt is what you can think of it as.
Okay.
Like this, when you make a Python script and then you type in Python in the script name, but what happens is it pastes that script line by line into this kind of menu.
Oh, okay.
So like your script would be like import, numpy as np and all this stuff like that. It gets pasted like this, like the script doesn't have any logic or anything in it. It's just it's basically a plain text document.
Yeah.
And then it just pastes that plain text directly into this like interpreter or something. I don't know the exact name for this.
Yeah.
And then this is where you type import numpy as np, and it's like, okay, let me go find numpy and then make it np, and then I np dot arrange and stuff like that. Like that's where the actual math happens. Then I have to hit
Okay.
quit to tell Python to stop doing math.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So now everything should actually work. So we can test that everything worked so this is the directory where the model is at. Sorry. Great. Oh, I already downloaded it. I guess for completion's sake. And then yeah, so then we clone it. And then we can do cd L5, and then it's going to be L5 simulation or L5 neuron thing. And then it's called, I don't know what it's called already. It's full simulation. And then we get to this folder here. You guys are with me?
I'm cloning right now. It's taking a little bit for some reason.
Yeah, it's because I had it cached also, so that's why mine's a lot faster.
All right, so it's cloned now, and then we cd into L5.
Yeah, and then it's called L5 simulation, and then the actual folder in that is also called L5 simulation, like neuron simulation, and then full simulation. David, you with us?
Yeah.
Perfect.
CD.
So now we can go ahead and just do Python build network. Oh shit, sorry. Pip install stats models. I forgot about this one. Just pip install stat models. I'll put it in chat because I put everything else in there. But the version of this doesn't really matter. So we just do pip install stat models, and then that'll work. There we go. And now we can build the network.
Mine said Python can't open file build network.py, no such file or directory. Am I not in the right?
Are you in the full?
Oh, I'm not in full simulation. That's why.
So yeah, try.
Got it now.
Cool. David, did it work for you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Perfect. And now we can just do just to make sure this works, we can do Python run network. And this will run in about 3 minutes. I'm just using these, Python run network and Python build network. If you I've actually played around with look in the folder, there is like batch files that do this same thing. But I guess just didn't want to use those just so I could show you this actually working. And we talked about how this takes like 10 hours to run. This will this will probably take a while to run. Wait, did they just update it today? No. Wait, 5,000 steps one. Yeah, this will take some time to run, but it's actually working. The reason use batch files is purely this is the same thing as batch files. It's just the batch file can run in the background, and you can log off the server and have it run, and then you can't do that. If you're on this, you have to stare and watch this go, but this will only take a couple minutes to run. We're just going to make sure it runs right. So yeah. But did this all did this work for you when you guys did Python run and actually like this stuff popped up?
Yeah.
Cool. And David, it worked for you?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah.
So what is this running right now though?
So this is the detailed cell.
Detailed. So
Yeah, this is like the L5 cell, detailed cell, whatever. Yeah, it's I think the reason, because we talked about it taking 10 hours, and the reason why it's not taking 10 hours right now is I think they switched from using the full detailed cell to like a much more simplified one. And that one doesn't take as like nearly as much time to run. And that's kind of one of the reasons behind you and Julius's project a tool is that we want to get this deparallelized because the full one takes like 10 hours to run on one core, but if you like put it on like a node of a supercomputer, you could have 128 cores, and in theory it'd run like 100 times faster, which 100 less than 10 hours is like 20 minutes or whatever. So but yeah,
it's unfortunate because there's literally a like parallelization and high computing course. I just haven't taken it yet. I don't know if I will, but like that would have been perfect for this project.
Yeah, a lot of the basics that they teach you in that course are I've never taken it before, but I know like my buddy did, and a lot of it is also just learning how to run things on supercomputers, which we do a little of. Our lab server uses Slurm, which is a protocol that every supercomputer that I'm aware of in the United States at least uses and stuff like that. So everything's gonna run the same. So you still learn that skill of running on supercomputer stuff, only it's just a computer at Mizzou instead of in University of San Diego.
Right. All right.
But yeah, it'd be probably helpful to know. But the neurons, I'm assuming the neuron, like, because you probably have to do it, like the parallelization of neuron is probably like not like a super well like I don't know if the course would help that much for like the actual project. It'd help you with running stuff on servers and stuff like that, like we're doing right now, I think. But also, what do I know? I haven't taken the course.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we'll just finish up, and for completion's sake, we'll just make sure this runs right. There might be an error after we finish running it that I saw when I was doing it, but that's fine. You'll see it probably.
Gotcha.
Be done in another minute or two.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only thing that you really have to remember after today is that after we if you ever need to run the L5 again, you have to activate that environment that you just made before you can run it. Because if you tried to run it without using that special version of BMTK that we had to install, and basically this simulation only works on Python 3.6 with Neuron 7.7 and Ben's custom make of BMTK. So like our lab server didn't have that, only Ben, only this model uses this custom version of BMTK. So we don't have like the default lab server environment run that, or Python 3.6 for that matter. So that's kind of why we had to go around this, why we had to go about doing it this way. And just for like, if you're wondering like why we can't use the default environment on the server that you guys might have used for the HPC tutorial, that's why. Okay. I don't know what time step are you guys at? You guys might be a bit behind me, I think, but not by a whole lot, probably.
I'm at 4,000.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I just wanted to show you when it finishes. It might show this error. Oh, it didn't even show the error. Perfect. All right. So yeah, that's how you run it. We can just wait here for like another minute or two for both you guys to finish running. David, is yours almost done running? What like step is it
Yeah.
at?
Mine just finished.
Is that what now?
Mine just finished.
Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. And then there was no error or anything.
Yeah, no error.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. When I ran it last night, I had something pop up, but I don't think it didn't matter what it was, but it didn't happen again. So that's cool. I guess let me know when yours is done a tool, and then
Okay.
we'll be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate the time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. This stuff, this stuff can be really frustrating to figure out. If I told you, yeah, just install, Neuron 7.7 on the, on the lab server, you'd have to figure out all those configure commands and stuff. It's not fun. This, like when I started in the lab, a bit over a year ago, the first thing I learned was like how to use these like supercomputers and doing the documentation for how setting this stuff up and everything, so that like I'm the person in the lab now who if like something weird happens with the supercomputer or something, or like they need help running something, like I'm normally the person that gets emailed. So I know how annoying it can be to learn this on people on your own, so I try to avoid that, because it would take you way longer than, this meeting was a bit long, 50 minutes, but if you try this by yourself, it takes you a whole lot longer than that,
Yeah, and mine's finished, by the way.
All right, cool. And you didn't say any error?
Nope, all good.
Awesome, great. All right. Do you got, I'll stop this